Hello everybody. Today I will discuss about the chapter physical and chemical changes. First of all, we should know what is a change. In our everyday life, we see lot of changes happen around us. Like baby changes to an adult, season change, days changes to night, night changes to day. So, the definition of changes are as follows. A change refers to the transformation of a substance from one form to another. Now, classification of changes are as follows. There are reversible and irreversible change, slow and fast changes, periodic and non-periodic change, natural and man-made change, desirable and undesirable change, physical and chemical changes. Now, I will discuss one by one. First, reversible and irreversible change. What is reversible change? Changes in which we can get back the original substance by reversing the action are called reversible change. For example, change in state of matter is a common example of reversible change. Because on heating, all of you know on heating, solid changes to liquid and liquid changes to gases, and on cooling, gaseous substance changes to liquid and liquid substance changes to solid. So, this is a reversible change. We know, all of we know, if we keep an ice cube in open air, this melts and changes to water. And if we keep this water into the fridge, it again changes back to its original position. So, changes in state of matter is a reversible change. Another example, melting of butter. Melting of butter is also a reversible change because on heating, butter melts, and on cooling, again butter changes back to its original position. Now, irreversible change. What is irreversible change? Changes in which we cannot get back the original form by reversing the action are called irreversible change. For example, cutting of paper, bursting of balloon. These cannot change their original position. So these are irreversible change. Now I will discuss about slow and fast changes. What is this? Changes that takes place over a long period of time are called slow changes. For example, growth of plants, rusting of iron, and changes that occur very quickly are called fast changes, like burning of paper. If we bring a paper near a flame, it catches fire immediately and burns. So burning of paper is a fast change. And breaking of the glass, it is also a fast change. Now, periodic and non-periodic changes. What is this? Changes that repeat themselves after a regular interval of time and are bound to happen are called periodic changes. For example, motion of a pendulum. You may have seen a clock with a pendulum and its movement. What is its movement? It moves from one side to another side at a fixed interval of time, and it is continuous movement. So it is a motion of a pendulum is a periodic change. Rising and setting of sun is also a periodic change. And changes that do not repeat after a regular interval of time, that is, occur irregularly, are called non-periodic change. For example, earthquake and precipitation is non-periodic changes. Now we are going to know desirable and undesirable changes. Changes that are beneficial to us are called desirable change. That is, which is useful for us is called desirable change. For example, cooking of food, ripening of fruits, all are desirable changes. And changes that are not beneficial to us and may bring harm to us are called undesirable changes. That is, flood, spoilage of food, all these are undesirable changes. Next, natural and man-made changes. Changes that occur naturally on their own, that is, without any human effort, are called natural changes. That is, for example, rotation and revolution of the earth, rising and setting of sun, all these natural changes, and changes that occur due to human effort and are brought about artificially are called man-made changes. That is, cooking of food, manufacturing of clothes are all these man-made changes. Now I will discuss about physical and chemical changes. First, the definition of physical changes: a change in which no new substance are formed and which can be reversed by reversing the conditions is called a physical change. See the characteristics of physical changes. A physical change is temporary and reversible. The composition of the substance does not change during a physical change. During a physical change, only physical properties like shape, size, color and state of the substance change. No loss or gain of energy takes place. No change of mass occurs during a physical change. For example, breaking of glass, melting of ice, sublimation, all these are considered as physical changes. Now, why breaking of glass is considered as physical change? Because when a glass breaks, it scatters into many pieces and each broken piece is still glass. So, no new substance is formed. No loss or gain of energy takes place. For this, breaking of glass is considered as physical changes. Now, melting of ice. On heating, ice melts and changes to water. But composition does not change. No new substance formed. And by cooling, water again changes back to its original form, means ice. So, for this, melting of ice is also considered as physical changes. Now, in case of sublimation, what is sublimation? Sublimation is a process of change in which solid directly changes to its gaseous state without entering its liquid state. This is known as sublimation. So, in case of sublimation, only state change, no new substance formed. For this, it is also considered as physical changes. Now, chemical changes. What is the definition of chemical changes? A change in which new substances are formed and which cannot be reversed by reversing the conditions is called a chemical change. See the characteristics of a chemical change. A chemical change is permanent and irreversible. Next, composition of substance are changed. One or more new substance with new set of properties are formed. There is exchange of energy during chemical change. A chemical change is accompanied by a change in mass. For example, curding of milk, burning of paper, digestion of food. Why curding of milk is considered as chemical change? Because if we add some orange juice, if we add some lemon juice into milk and boil it, then a thick substance called curd is formed and it is new substance and it cannot reverse back to the milk. So, new substance from composition change for this curding of milk is considered as chemical changes. Now, burning of paper. When a paper burns, it converted to ash. So, new substance formed and it cannot reverse back. For this, burning of paper is also considered as chemical change. Next, digestion of food also considered as chemical change because food undergoes many chemical changes during digestion. This means complex molecules like fat, protein, carbohydrate broken into simpler substance. So it is considered as chemical changes. Now I will discuss about changes involving energy changes. Most of the changes involve release or absorption of energy. That is, either heat is absorbed or heat is released. If heat is absorbed during a chemical change, it is known as endothermic change. And if heat is released during a chemical change, it is known as exothermic change. For example, melting of ice, boiling of water and evaporation are some changes which absorb heat, and combustion, digestion of food, burning of paper are some changes which release heat. This is all about for this chapter.